piece of the dosa. Take some of the potato. Ultimate bite right here. We're gonna take it with the potato, we're gonna dip it in that sambar, we're gonna go with the chutney. Let's get it all. One bite, the magical bite. We don't always do mock meats, but with the flavors here, I trust it.
We are at Brickfield's Little India here in Kuala Lumpur, and we are about to dig into one of our favorite places to eat in here.
The hands here. I think this jackfruit is really calling my name first. That was the first dish that really caught my eye from everything, so let's get in there. Quite firm, looks like it's young jackfruit. It's yellowish, so I bet it's just turmeric. Wow, spice to it too. So there's chopped up onions in here. You see the curry leaves, mustard seeds. It really has that nice Southern Indian flavor. Just eat a whole plate of this jackfruit. The young jackfruit's a dish we can eat anywhere, anytime, any preparation. It's that good. Really intrigued by it here. It looks like kangkong, but it looks like it's a beet color. So it looks like maybe they put this in beet juice. The color is really intriguing, so let's give it a shot. So you get that kangkong flavor. It's got the nice crunch to it, but it definitely has that beet taste too, so it's a slight bit sweet. Really interesting. It's gonna stain my fingers too. Now this gobi, the cauliflower. Nice and fresh. Only a little bit of this left. It looks like it's dal and greens mixed together. Yeah, it's like a bitter green in here, but the bitterness is kind of tempered down by that dal, and it also gives it an interesting texture, a mix of the crunch with a little of the creamy and soft. So we also saw they had some squid here and a red sauce. Looks like it's going to be spicy, so I'm going to try that out. Wow. Yeah, squid is nice and tender. It's got a kick. Now I'm really feeling that kick coming in. Yeah, it's spicy. It's delicious though. So I just picked this without asking what it was. Afterwards we asked what it was. He said it's mock chicken. We don't always do mock meats, but with the flavors here, I trust it. Wow. That's got some serious flavor. You even see there's a whole cinnamon clove right here. So it's got a really nice curry flavor. Got that cumin, got that, a lot of other spicy in there. Probably some cloves, cinnamon. Really, really tasty. I'm shocked. If I ever eat mock meat, this is the one. We saw this plate here of mutton curry, and instead of just asking for a little bit, we just asked, can we just have the whole plate? He's like, yeah, sure. Very friendly owner here. They're really nice. So we're gonna take that. It's quite saucy. Take a couple of pieces here. You definitely get that mutton flavor. It's definitely not one of the ones where it's like you don't taste it at all. You do, and we like that. It's also got a nice spicy flavor, a lot of flavors from that curry, the curry that it's soaking in here. But if you're not a mutton or lamb lover, maybe this is not for you. But if you love it, this is your dish, like us. We got some more veggies here. It's like some bean sprouts or cabbage. We got this masala tea right here, or masala chai. I'm gonna mix it up because there's a lot of sediment at the bottom. Take a sip. Oh my god. This one's got so much flavor in there. Like that cardamom hits you right away. I don't know how much cardamom they put in here, but it's a lot, and we're all here for it. Oh, this is one of the best masala tea I've ever tasted. It's absolutely delicious. Drink about 3 of these. That's how good it is. Wow. Try some of this chicken. Very tender. Got curry leaf on here too. This is such a special place. Like, you see there's so many locals here too. Even the first time we came here for MCO, it was packed. So you could tell it's definitely a local favorite here. We think it's absolute must try when you're here. It's excellent.
So much flavor in here. My favorite.
Got fancy coffee.
We are at MTR, which stands for Movali Tiffin Room. Here's my cheat sheet. It started in Bangalore, India. We have multiple locations around the world, in Dubai, Singapore, and now this is our first location in Malaysia. It is a pioneer of so many things. The founder pioneered many beautiful, delicious things. And we're about to dig into our first order of business. Black masala tea and filtered coffee. We'll look at that now. They call it 4 yards of coffee.
Why is that?
Because they just pour it 4 times like this.
So we got a really unique lineup here of dishes. We made a whole video about South Indian food in New York City. You can check the link up here. We're gonna put a card. My stepdad hails from South India, so he's taught me a lot about the cuisine. But we wanted to switch it up today. Here at MTR, they have some really unique dishes here. So we got a bunch of them actually with rava, which is semolina, and one of them right here is the rava idli. So even in the menu, they tell you an interesting story how during World War II, India had a rice shortage, and usually idli is made with rice and gram dal. So instead, with the shortage, they use the semolina instead. So this one, really interesting. So it has curry leaves, it has mustard seeds, cashew, a lot more in here. It looks really interesting. So it's the spongy cake. You can see the texture, it's quite dense from that semolina flour. So good. Gonna rip off a piece and take a bite. Wow, so you can see all the curry leaves when you cut it open like that. I see the little bit of cashew there. Let's take a bite. You can really taste the coriander or cilantro in here too. Sorry, Jumi. And the texture kind of reminds me of like a Greek semolina cake actually. So it's much denser than typical idli that has the rice flour. It's like that one's a little more spongy, this one's more dense. Yeah, coconut chutney is always nice with the idli because it absorbs all the flavor and adds a little kick. It's nice, it's a nice change of pace, this one. And now for the dosa. So we got some really unique dosa here. So one of the dosa we got here is called the puri masala dosa. So this one actually doesn't look like your crisp dosa. It actually looks more like a pancake. It almost looks more like a uttapam. You can see there's lots of holes in it, but it's made also with the fermented rice flour and gram dal. So this one actually comes with a lump of masala, the potatoes here, and it's covered in masala spice. So it looks really interesting. Like this one just looked fascinating. We had to try it. So, and they even give you on the side for all these this little cup of ghee, the clarified butter. Alright, so now we're gonna try this puri masala dosa. It looks so interesting. So it looks more like a pancake actually. Even when you flip it like this, it looks like a pancake on the bottom. It's really good. Now let's take a rip. I'll try it by itself first before I try it with the potato. Wow, yeah, it's just like a pancake. Like this one doesn't have that crispy texture, it's much softer. Definitely has a lot of ghee in it already. You could taste that buttery flavor. But I love that spice on top. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dip it in the chutney and the sambar. The sambar is really where it's at. The sambar is just full of flavor. That sambar's got the cumin in there. It is exploding with the flavor. And with this kind of texture, you can really absorb it like a sponge. So as opposed to more the crispy style of dosa, which we also have, I'm gonna get to after this. So it's really interesting too. A lot of times you order a dosa has masala in it, like a masala dosa. Usually the masala, the potatoes are inside the dosa, but because of this setup here, because it's the style of this dosa, it's actually lumped on top. It looks like it was just plopped on top of it. So I'm gonna scoop up a little piece of it, try it by itself. And it's really chunky potatoes. You can really taste the actual like chunks of potatoes in here. It's yellow, so it probably has a lot of turmeric in it. A piece of the dosa. Take some of the potato. I'm gonna get the ultimate bite right here. I'm gonna take it with the potato, dip it in that sambar, go with the chutney. Let's get it all in one bite, the magical bite. That's what you gotta do. Our other dosa here is the onion rava dosa. So we actually had ordered from this place during the MCO here in Malaysia, and we actually ordered this specific dosa, and the reason why, because they said there's cumin seeds in it. So if you follow us for long enough, or even if you're first timers here, we are cumin fanatics. So anytime we see cumin, we have to order it. So this one, it's also with rava, so it's made with the semolina. So it's another different, that's why it's different than the traditional dosa that has like the fermented rice and gram dal. So this one looks extremely crispy. Can't even talk about it anymore. I need to take a bite of this. Whoa, hear that crunch? Even when you look at it, so when you lift it up, you can see the cumin seeds. Right there. Let's take a bite. This is incredibly crunchy. So you can see when you look really closely at this, it's almost like translucent when you put it in the light. You can see the cumin seeds. You can see there's actually coconut in here as well. There's green chili. There's onions. There's a lot going on in this. And it's very buttery. So you have the ghee has definitely been. They were not shy on putting the ghee in this dosa. So, like the last one, I'm gonna go for an ultimate bite. I'm gonna scoop up here. This looks like a thicker sambar, and then I'm gonna put in some of that chutney. So you get the more savory. This is actually a much thicker type of sambar right here. So you get that really savory element, and you mix it in with that coconut chutney. You get it all in one bite. You get the coconutty, you get the cumin, you get all the spices, and combine that already with the heavily spiced dosa here. The traditional Indian filter coffee. It's got that lovely foam on top. Let's give it a try. Wow, very strong. So it has that froth milk on there, but the coffee is nice and strong. You can definitely see why this place is very well known. They've been doing this since 1924. There's a lot of history here. What's nice about this place, you have signs, and in the menu they give you all the stories and little things behind it, so you can really learn more about the cuisine and the history of this place as you eat. So that's what we've been doing. We've just been like looking at the pictures here on the side, referring to the menu. This is also a great place too if you are in Malaysia or anywhere that there's an MTR. You can really educate yourself on South Indian food as well.
Like this one.
Ordered the banana leaf rice here. We ordered two types. We ordered the classic with the white rice, but we can also never say no to biryani. Great, thank you. Yeah. Two types of banana leaf rice. We got the white rice, and we also got the chicken biryani rice. You can't say no to biryani. Like when that's an option, you gotta get it. So we want to switch it up and get two types. So we got with all three curries on top. So we had the fish curry, the chicken curry, and the dal just mixed together on top. That's the way to go to get all those flavors. And when they serve you with banana leaf rice, they give you the three veggie options here. So they give you the cucumber raita, so it says covered with yogurt. We got chopped up long beans, and we also have the fried bitter gourd. It's great. Not complete without popping them. First, we're gonna try this chicken biryani rice before we even get into the sides. This is calling my name. It's drenched in these curries. I don't see it on here too. I'm ready to go. You can already tell that the biryani's got a lot of flavor by itself, but man, the curry and all that spice and flavor to it. Man, get that cumin, get that coconut milk in there. Oh my god. Itself is just nice and soft. Yeah, let's dig out a big chicken leg. Check this out. The chicken is crazy tender. Wow. This is a must order here. You gotta get that chicken biryani rice. There's two of you, order at least one. If we're our first time we came here, we ordered two of these. This is awesome, but we want to switch it up. This is great. Let's try dry mutton curry. Ooh, this aroma. Yeah, dry mutton curry's got a little kick to it. It's got some sauce there, but the meat is very tender. It's really flavor packed. It's another one of those for anyone who's skeptical about lamb, mutton, pork. This is the kind of dish you gotta order because you won't taste any gaminess at all.